Are you living your best life as a salesperson or entrepreneur? Or do you find you're working all the time on this hamster wheel of life while stressed out and not financially free, which is the exact opposite of what you had signed up for, especially now in this global pandemic? If this is you, you are not alone. I found myself there in 2008 when I lost everything, including my health, and had to pivot working from home for the first time with no money. I rebuilt my life from scratch, juggling motherhood and marriage to get my life back and be recession and pandemic proof today. Now we live laptop lifestyles with our kids and are poised to travel the world together. How did we do it? Join me as I share my health and wealth and wisdom secrets, tips, tools, and expert interviews to equip you to be recession proof and live your best life. My name is Lois Kofi, and this is Healthy and Wealthy and Wise.
All right. I'm so excited. Welcome to Healthy and Wealthy and Wise relaunch. This is Lois Kofi. I'm a sales trainer and entrepreneur. Super excited to kick off the first day of the rest of Healthy and Wealthy Wise Life with an amazing guest all the way from Dubai. I've got Dr. Odi here. He's a chiropractor. He's an author. He's a coach. He's the founder of Inspired Results, an international performance training and coaching company. I also met him through BNI. He's the co-executive director for BNI Abu Dhabi, and he's just got so much wisdom. I'm excited to have you be my kickoff guest, Dr. Odi, and I'd love for you to share a little bit more about yourself here for our guests today.
Absolutely. It's so great to be with you here, Lois. I'll just let you know that I like to call myself a chiropractor with a twist. And the twist is that I don't twist very much anymore. And I've actually, like you mentioned, I started the performance training and coaching company, Inspired Results. And I'm also writing kids' books. So I'm doing a lot of things other than chiropractic. I would like to say above the spine, if you will.
I love it. Yeah, no, we hit it off right away because when I talk about health and healthy and wealthy and wise, myself having gone through depression and a lot of overcoming of things, you know, you're like the epitome of my ideal guest. And I love you to share with our viewers right now, the salespeople, entrepreneurs who are maybe stressed out with COVID and all this stuff happening here in 2020. What is your number one secret to success to helping them live their best life in their health?
Yeah. So we focus on a health perspective, what I would like to say is there's really no one ingredient, right? I mean, you could talk to somebody and they'll tell you, look, the most important thing is your water, your hydration. Someone else will say, no, it's all about your food. Someone will say it's mindset. Someone will say it's the way you breathe. No, it's your spine, right? There's so many. It's exercise. It's all important, right? It's all important. But I would highly recommend that whoever's on the call here or whoever hears it in the future to listen to this point. And that is, it's important to focus on your weakest link, right? So if you're suffering, if it's a digestive challenge that you're facing, it's not necessarily now about mental toughness. And it may not necessarily be about, exercising, for example. You want to tackle it from a nutritional perspective. And if somebody's, going through some emotional stuff right now, and that's their biggest challenge or their weakest link, it's not necessarily the best thing in terms of diet. You don't want to introduce diet at this point, or nutrition or exercise, maybe, although they help, they all overlap. But I would approach it and tackle it directly, stare it in the eye, and that's approach it from a level of the mind.
That's amazing. I love that. You're only as strong as your weakest link in your health. I honestly never thought about it like that. And how did you come to find that to be? I know you've beat cancer. You've lived a lot in your life. You've written books on grief and networking. So you have so much wisdom to give. How did you understand that you're only as strong as your weakest link in your health and focusing on that?
Well, the hard way. The hard way and the long way. So yeah, I mean, just as a clinician, I've seen it over and over again where we try to give one set of advice. Hey, as a chiropractor, in my early years, it's all about taking care of your spine and taking care of your spine and taking care of your spine. It's absolutely important. But when this person's, like I said, has some sort of, relationship challenge in their life, you're not going to approach it through the spine. That may help them feel better and they may approach relationships better. You want to tackle it at the level, you want to, like I said, look it straight in the eye. And not just apply some generality to it and some general health recommendation, but something very specific. I'll tell you that that many people they approach everything. They're like what's the word? They're like one track mind. Yeah, or one stop shop. But what I mean is that, like, for example, they got neck pain. and they need to approach it from the level of the spine. It's a spinal joint problem, and they want to muscle their way through it because everything to them is about exercise. Everything to them is about just no pain, no gain, and just pushing through it. When oftentimes what they need is rest. It's rest. Many people are, really into strength training, and they don't appreciate the fact that the most important thing for them is flexibility because they can't touch their toes. They can barely twist, that kind of thing. So it's really about getting specific, and approaching it at the level of the problem.
I love that because I'm a recovering type A. I jokingly call myself that, meaning I was push in athletics. And of course, guess what? I got injured, right? I always like to test the limits in my career, in my 20s anyway. I was go, hamster wheel of life, checking off all the boxes, all the money, all the travel, all the, insert whatever else I wanted in there, the house, the car. There's a lot of people who maybe their income has gone down suddenly because of what's going on in 2020. Maybe they've lost their job. Do you have any advice for those people right now? In sales are down, income is down. What can they do to really focus and pivot right now?
Yeah. So if I was just to mention one thing here, this is when we talk mindset. This is all mindset. It's all mindset. So it's really, I talk a lot about the fact that I speak a lot about resilience. I've spoken about 8 times during COVID to various audiences on the topic of resilience. And what I say is that, if you look at a caterpillar as it's breaking free, now it's morphed now into a butterfly, but it hasn't flown yet. And it's trying to break free from the cocoon. If you help it out, if you cut a hole into the cocoon, from my understanding, is that it won't be able to take flight. So it's that adversity, it's that difficulty, that challenge, that struggle that allows it to transform into its angelic and its beautiful butterfly form. And I think that all of us deep down, really deep down in our heart of hearts, doesn't actually want things. We don't want things to be easy. We actually have a craving for challenge, difficulty, adversity, because we understand that with easy comes complacency, comes, being bored. And at the same time, challenge and these negative things, adversity, brings out the best in us. So it's really about asking the right questions right now. And that would be, how is this COVID situation an opportunity to rebrand, redefine, and reposition myself in my business?
I love it. I'm going to put you on the spot. This might be a good way to close. Do you have a short poem that you wanted to share with us? I know you have amazing amounts of wisdom, and you share it a lot through your writing and through your books for children. And I've heard many of your poems. If you have a 30 or 60-second one, I'd love for us to close out with that. You guys, he's got so much creativity and his wisdom and sharing through this. I want to see if we can share that.
Yeah, I'm going to pull it up right now.
And while you're doing that, where can they find you online, Dr. Odi, to be able to connect with you?
Yeah, so it's basically Dr. Odi, and my name is spelled O-U-D-I. So DROUDI.com.
That was easy.
Yep. I'm just double clicking here. Give me 1 second.
No problem.
Yeah, so this is basically the poem that I ended with when I delivered the talks on resilience. And it's real short. Let me just crank it up here 1 second. So here it is. In life, there is a dualism that is so very true, both sides of which continually shape you. You often wish things were easy, but deep down, you know you need adversity. Because adversity, challenges, and difficulties stretch you, they expand you, reshape you, and refine you. When you sign the contract to be part of this earth, you accept that obstacles start right from birth. The secret is to tap into your body, mind, and voice. This might be your very best choice. For when you get them working for you instead of against you, you position yourself for a complete breakthrough. And when you do, you would have morphed and transformed into the most resilient you.
I love it. That was a mic drop. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much, Dr. Odi, for being here as part of my kickoff. Super honored to have you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, look forward to your health and wealth and wisdom journey. Bye-bye for now.
Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, refer a friend, and please drop me a rating or a review. If you do that, I'll reward you with a free 20-minute free coaching session on crafting your journey to your best self. Reach out to me at lois@loiscoffey.com to claim your 20-minute slot. Until next time, be healthy, wealthy, and wise.